it was Islam that actually restricted and regulated polygamous marriage for the first time in history. Before Islam, there was no limit on how many wives a man could have, and most wives were treated unfairly. Islam established, most importantly, that polygamy was not for every man. In relation to polygamy, the Quran states, "Then marry women that you like, 2, 3, or 4. But if you fear that you may not treat them fairly, then marry only one." This was not an obligated rule, but a permissible act in special circumstances. For example, in times of war when women needed protection, or they were widowed or divorced and had nowhere else to go. You have to think this ruling came at a time when there were no shelters for women, and living on their own would have been very dangerous or even impossible. But Islam restricted and regulated polygamy strongly and limited the number of wives a man could have to 4. Islam also states that all 4 wives must be treated equally. If the man was not able to uphold this rule, then he was not allowed to marry more than one. Islamic scholars today do not recommend or encourage polygamy. Rather, the option remains open because of those women that might live in societies where they need to be under the protection of a husband.